Welcome back to what would probably be the last episode of the Moon terraformed WorldBox World Domination. We have already experienced 3 parts of this mini series, but I think this is about time we end with the last war between Euralia, Hardenstein, and Selenites. Wow. Look at that. Are these... Yeah, these are gunshot. Man, they're actually shooting at this ship from like way far away. The thing is though, they aren't exactly hitting it though. The ship Plepton from Grasserplatz sails on despite the multiple gunshot. That is... Wow, okay. You know, I kind of underestimated the technology that these guys do have. I don't think, like, you know, normal gun can actually shoot this far, but yeah. Not sure what kind of technology this gun has, but you know, it rivals the kind of things that missiles, like modern missiles, is capable of, you know. This is some pretty high advanced technology. Disguised as muskets. Anyway, this ship is still taking hit from the mainland, despite the numerous obstacles that it has put between itself and the gunner. Now, I have no idea where the ship is heading toward. Oh, here we go. Ooh, too late. The ship has been sunk. Wow, okay. I never actually looked at the animation of that. Interesting. The ship actually got a sinking animation. Very cool. Alright. Well, I mean, look, from the look of things, it seems that Euralia is the current winner, the current winning side on the war that is named the Sudden Conquest of Euralia. And even though they're on the winning side, they seem to have sacrificed quite a lot of soldiers. Grasserplatz is about to be taken over there. So, you know, expected outcome for Euralia. Well, I need to like lower the volume a little bit for the music, so it doesn't blow my ear out. Whatever. 1 ear maybe, but could be 2. Aswood is currently in the process of being incorporated into the Euralian state. Although I'm not sure why it is still sitting at 5%. Perhaps there's some kind of like hidden building here that need to be taken out. Perhaps this tower here. Could be, it could be. Well, soldiers are still kind of lingering here on the street of Aswood. Meanwhile, in the southern front, Grasserplatz is now the gateway to get to the Ristran and Chapois and Nordby and I guess Thais as well. Currently, they are focusing on Luviporo to take over Ristran next. Oh, hey, Grasserplatz is actually getting that support here from the Hardensteins. Here we can see that the troops are marching into the city here from the field, from the southern side. And they're taking back the city, chasing away the enemy invaders. And they have taken back Grassaplatz. But they have to trade for Ristran as the southern city falls into the hand of the purple flag kingdom. Now Grassaplatz once again getting contested here. Meanwhile, in the north, Upvedot is in the process of being liberated. This could perhaps stranding the Ashwood soldiers. They need to take over the city fast before the troops from Hardenstein showed up. Alright, they have actually showed up here. But they will be met with a heavy fortified Ashwood held by the enemy. $60, $86, $87, $89. Oh, there we go. That guy has been killed the moment he entered the line of sight. Now Grassaplatz is once again changing the ownership. But in the north here, it seems that finally these guys will be able to advance down to the south to take over once again the city of Adavot. Grassaplatz, after multiple battle, has become kind of resembling a ruined city. Many buildings, many mansions in the city has been destroyed from collateral damage, cannon shot, and perhaps gunshot, arrows chipped away at the walls of the buildings, destroying the buildings from within, perhaps by fire. Ooh, that trading ship just got sunk. 5% here for Adavot. And there are even more troops heading toward the city. Which makes sense because it is kind of a gateway to get to the most important trading port here in Ashwood. $49, $50, $57. Let's look over to the culture tab and see. Well, it seems that the culture are still kind of around. The Hardener, which is the home culture, the original native culture of the Hardenstein, has kind of like give way to the more vibrant Ottoman. The Joralian is still the main culture of the Joralian Empire. Meanwhile, the Selenese, the native culture of the Selenites, has been kind of shrinking down to make way for that Poland and perhaps the Sukinohito. Alright, wait, no, that's Joralian side. Well, culture can overlap at some point. What about the clan system? Barbovak. I like this clan. This is a sussy looking clan. Bath Cook. Live, think, grow. Clan chief is Dukudu. You have Virorik, who has 120 health. Naivuk Uguhusho Shawaheli. None of these guys has killed anybody. Oh, okay, the king here, Opiche, has killed 35. Alright. I hope that is all battle kills and not you know, serial killer um you know, kill death ratio. Seems that the battle is raging on here in the border between Ristran and Unodran. And the red side, the Hardenstein, has made it into the Unodran. Currently sitting at 5% for annexation point. You can hear the cannon shot and the gun being fired. Troops from the city of Ennama has moved into the Unodran to kind of annex the city, and they are going in and support the Ristran as well. Joralian's troop from the city of Grassaplas has made it to the south here and contesting in the city of Ristran, trying to take over. They have destroyed the farm. Thus, this will create quite the conundrum of the city. Will they be able to what the heck just happened? You see that? This building just like appeared out of nowhere. Anyway, the city of Ristran has been taken over, but in the meantime, Unodran has actually fallen into the hand of the Hardenstein. Battle is raging on here in Ristran. Gee, alright, that's not hard. It's not that hard of a name, come on. Joralian troops have overwhelmed the support coming from the side of Hardenstein, whatever you would call them. And now they are marching over to the newly occupied city of Unodran to take back the city for their control. Alright, troops are converging over here in the 1, 2, 3, 4. Wow, this is a four-way street kind of thing here. A four-way border between the four cities. Kind of an interesting geographic location. Now the city of Unodran is about to be taken over once again by the Joralian, rather. Talberg, however, will be the first time they will face the enemy. A city further in the south, covered in permafrost. Southern city of Inama are also facing against the enemy troops. Unodran has been taken over, which means Inama will also be conquered as well. Now these guys are just kind of passing through. They aren't even trying to take over the city. They're just passing through, and yet Inama's percentage of annexation still goes up. Talberg staying at 15% now. It's about to fall as well. The Hardenstein territory is dropping really quickly here. Even the city of Thais is suffering from some attack. To support Inama annexation efforts, troops have been sent down from the northern side here. But will this be enough to kind of... Oh, there we go. That temple has been taken over. I mean, has been destroyed, which means Inama will now have even less culture to speak of, and therefore they will be kind of like, you know... But what am I even saying? I'm not... Never mind. Alright, Inama sitting at 74% is about to be taken over by the Uralian Tauberg, sitting at 39, is actually dropping down. Perhaps the efforts to take over the city has been kind of reduced, perhaps due to the lack of interest, or because there has been some kind of guerrilla support from the remaining troops of the Hasenstein. However, seeing as Inama has been taken over, it might be a sign that Tauberg will be next. We move up to the north here to see that the city of Thais is currently under annexation here, sitting at 5%, and a battle is raging on once again. The kind of battle that involves immortal, or at least very well equipped troops tanking the damage from an entire army. It seems that this battle is gonna stall the effort of conquering Hardenstein for quite some time here. You can see that the fire is actually doing a lot of damage to the troops from the Uralian side, even though they are right next to the beach. Cannon shot and I guess primitive grenade has been thrown to kind of disrupt the battle. Disrupt the battle formation of both sides here. And of course, deal a lot of damage, a lot of fire damage, and sears a lot of the more like well-equipped troops. It's the most effective way for those very well-equipped guys to to be defeated is to use fire. It will chip away at the health of the individual for a long time. Now the city of Ristran seems to have some kind of attempt to retaking the city by the Hardenstein, but that attempt has been reduced to nothing because probably there has been some kind of secret police action here thwarting the attempt to overthrow the government that is currently holding the city. The occupation, the occupying government. Some skirmishes are still happening in the city. Meanwhile, Tauberg has been taken over to the Uralian side. This will open even more opportunity to march over to the west. The next city to be taken over is gonna be Notby, a kind of like a wall to separate between this area and the occupied territory belonging to Euralia at the moment. See if Notby is now under attack, sitting at 5% of annexation power, annexation percentage, and that has been breached very quickly. It is already at 15%. It seems that the native defending troops are not very keen on actually defending the city. I need to pause for a second here because I see some kind of weird thing going on. Okay. Well, the color of the Uralian troops kind of blends in to the Notby, despite the fact that they are wearing purple. But I guess purple and red kind of looks the same from above. Or maybe I'm just kind of colorblind, who knows. Definitely not, though. I can definitely see that these are different colors and not gray. City of Notby is currently sitting at 80%, 84, 86, 90, and 100%. Notby has been taken over. The city of Thais is now under annexation power of 40% after the defending troops being taken. Have been kind of beaten out of the city. The city of Thais will no longer have the kind of the defenders that actually can secure the city, which means Etipama and Shaiwa are the next to be attacked here. Meanwhile, an attempt to stealthily taking over Grassaplat has been thwarted once again. It seems that the city of Grassaplas is a very culturally important city for the Hardenstein, but it's not easy to sneakily attack the city under the nose of the strongest empire right now, the Uralian. Shapva has failed to be annexed, despite the efforts of the Uralians. Meanwhile, the city of Saiwa and Etipama are showing much more progress. Saiwa has been taken over. Etipama is currently at 27%, and counting up. Perhaps the troops here stationed in Thais might want to relocate down to the south to help with the occupation of the city of Sapwa. Meanwhile, we can see here troops from Austere on the side of the Hardenstein are marching from the south up to the north into the city of Thais here. They are contesting the rule of the city. Perhaps they are also going to disrupt the formation of the troops here in the city of Thais. Oh no, they are not going to Thais. They are going to Grassaplas once again, proving that Grassaplas is a very important, culturally and strategically important location for the Hardenstein. I mean, it is sitting at the crossroad of the map here, basically connecting the east and the west and the south as well. And of course, the peninsula. Meanwhile, the city of Thais is seeing some combat here. The occupation force has spotted the liberation troops from Hardenstein, and now they are clashing in the street here, even spilling out to the city of Grassaplatz. But it looks like the Hardenstein are facing with immense firepower here. They have been completely mowed down by the gun squad, by the troops of Uralians with their powerful guns and long-range rifles. Things are not looking good for the Hardenstein. They're trying to take over the city of Notby, or liberate the city of Notby. Have successfully taken over the small city of Saiwa here, but they're now neglecting. Never mind. Tika is also successfully defended. Right, it seems that most of the efforts are now putting into the south here to try and cut off the brain of the Hardenstein in the Oldenburg capital. Over in the north here, we can see that is Sanjong, the king of the Selenite, are brewing. He is brewing some kind of spicy decision. He's about to declare war. Perhaps he's trying to take over the northern side of Hardenstein when the entire army is being bogged down in the south here, trying to defend against the overpowering Uralians. Another ship has been sunk. Who is this? It seems that we have a commando situation over here. Hang on, let's stop the game. I need to observe this. Who are you? Rigo. Yep, Rigo seems to be a kind of commando. He's going on a solo adventure, a solo mission here to disrupt the enemies. He's a 70 years old soldier, one-eyed, big boss, crippled, veteran, wise, gluttonous, and honest. He has the Ignizer Xander, Herald, pocketed plates, savage cleats, Butcher Shriek, and Volcano. Seems to have a lot of legendary gear. Damage between 144 and 241. Armor 85%. Critical chance 1265. Speed 44. Attack speed 73. Diplomacy 5. Warfare 8. Stewardship 12 and 14 intelligence. Yeah, this guy is solid snake. Let's observe him for a little bit. We might have some fun. Alright, he's getting attacked, but I think he's here to attack the ships going in and out of this port. Although I don't think he's gonna survive for long. Alright, well he has been killed in his attempt. Although we still have one more dude going on the same mission here. What are your names, Dash. What a dashing guy. Declining Vortex. Miss Superior Brogans. Steep Plute. Excruciating Herald and Firearm Protector. Well, from the looks of things, Dash seems to have a lot more health, but he's still kind of like overpowered by the enemies here. Currently sitting at 800 something percent. Selenite have declared war on Hardenstein, which is what I suspect in the beginning. When we see that the war symbol is brewing upon the St. John capital. And yes, they are attacking from the northern side of Hardenstein and, you know, their south. Seems that they are focusing troops in the city of Iowa here, which can be easily shipped down to the south here, right next to the mine of Shaiwa. Shaiwa is a city that is very small and highly it's very small and it's very sparsely defended, and as such it will be easily rolled over once an attack happened. Antipama has kind of seen some kind of effect of liberation here. We can see that the number is going up 87% here. The Hardenstein still have yet to give up, but with two kingdoms attacking at the same time, I don't know. City of Osogis is about to be taken over as well. Now this is not good. This is not a good news for the Hardenstein, because this is basically the next door neighbor to the city of Oldenburg. And Oldenburg, as their long-time capital, if that is taken over, the entire population will lose faith into the leadership. And they are losing faith already, as the majority of their old territory has been taken over. Unlike what I have suspected, it seems that the Selenites are attacking Niwasin first and foremost. And now they are also going after Saiwa as well. So these two northern cities of Hardenstein are being attacked first, which is in a way not very unexpected. Now what the invading troops is going to do will be taking over, trying to destroy any sort of defensive the city has, trying to secure any towers and killing any sort of commanders and I guess any soldiers left in the city. Now the city of Saiwa, being not very heavily defended, is now already kind of succumbing. They're already kind of they're already looking to welcome their new master, it seems. Oh boy, City of Ties, despite the attempt here to try and liberate, doesn't seem to stop the Uralians from taking over Austere, currently sitting at 5% as well. Niwasin and Shaiwa are being taken over by the northern invaders of Selenites. They are pouring everything they could into this front, and they will be contesting here with the Uralian to see who could try and take over the Hardenstein first. Well, the rest of the Hardenstein. Most of them have already been taken over by Uralian. Shaiwa has fallen, and the next will be Niwasin. This is not good for the Hardenstein. The city of Steer is also turning purple. Oldenburg is also under attack here. The enemy troops are already showing up at the border of the city. They're overwhelming the native defense. Oldenburg is kind of looking a little... Oldenburg is gonna fall here, I think. I mean, look at this. There's not gonna be too much defensive anymore, and from the look of things, there aren't gonna be a lot of like supporting troops. Even if the city of Thais get liberated, the northern area has already been taken over by the Selenites already. So you know, even less troops to draw from, even less resource to draw from to defend the last southern territory. Things are looking pretty grim for Hardenstein. Once a great empire is now being divided into two parts by the remaining empires of Euralia and Selenites. Seems that Oldenburg lives to see another day, but not the city of Steer, and definitely not Thais, who have just been liberated, is already kind of getting attacked as well. Kind of getting occupied, reoccupied, you could say. The city of Ulina might be falling here. Oh, never mind. They have successfully defended the city of Ulina, thus removing the Selenite from the southern ocean here. But still, things are looking pretty grim. The city of Tika currently looking at a lot more enemy troops than actual natives of the city. So yeah, I'm not sure what is holding them back here. I don't see any defending troops, nor do I see any buildings that are military in nature. But perhaps I could be wrong. Maybe this tower is the problem here, is they actually need to take out the tower. A city of Etipama once again will be claimed for the Uralians. Meanwhile, Ostir is trying to liberate themselves, to get rid of the occupying troops. Now Tika and Ulina once again under annexation. Well, you know, under an annexing attempt by the Selenites, but I think Etipama falling into the hand of the Uralian might put a wrench into that plan here for the Selenites. Even the city of Evron is now seeing some battle spilling into the capital. I mean, spilling into the border of the city. Tika has been taken over. The capital, Oldenburg, still standing. Ulina once again showing that they are not gonna be slave to a foreign empire. Once again pushing away the enemy invaders. But the same could not be said for the city of Everon down in the south here, and this might cut off Ulina from any ground supports. Occupation of Everon is currently going pretty well. I don't see any defending troops. Seems that the remaining troops of the Hardenstein are focusing into the austere front, trying to take over one of their populous city to kind of make up for the losses. Oh, never mind. Austere number has been going down. That means the attempt to liberate the city has failed. It seems that the remaining troops of the Hardenstein have already been defeated, eradicated even. You can only see like one or two guys, newly trained conscript, being thrown into the meat grinder here by the Oldenburg government. City of Ulina might also be gone here. The overwhelming occupation power is super high and definitely overwhelming for the native of the city to handle. Not even the strongest will could eliminate the brutes of the enemy from Ulina's ground. And Ulina is gone from the hand of the Oldenburg regime. Hardenstein shrunken down to the last 3 cities here. And they are being attacked from both sides. Both by the Uralians and by the Selenites. And I don't know where they can draw troops in to attack. And I guess, retaking the cities that have been lost. Let's speed things up with the times 40 over here. There we go. Okay, never mind. Good lord, the lag is insane. I can't even see what's happening. Well, we'll leave this here for a while, and I guess we'll see if the Hardenstein fall. How is it going to fall? You know, will half the city? I mean, they really can't be half because we only have 3 cities. But you know, which city is gonna fall into the hand of the Selenites? Which city is gonna fall into the hand of the Uralians? It seems that Vodigo might be going to the Selenites here. Meanwhile, the southern area between Oldenburg and Yaswa are being contested quite heavily. Finally, we see an attack on Oldenburg. It seems that the Hardenstein can only muster 27 soldiers left. But the Uralian has still actually putting in more sacrifice here, at 4,299 have already died on their side. Meanwhile, only 3,516 has died on the Hardenstein. The bad class, however, it seems that these guys have killed 357 dudes from the Hardenstein. Meanwhile, they have already lost 149 guys. Oldenburg is about to go for the Joralian here. Meanwhile, Vodigo is pretty much secured into the hand of the Selenites. The last city to be contested is gonna be Yeswa, which is more close, very close to the border of Joralia. Now, of course, we are going to go into the end game here with 2 remaining kingdom, one of which is very much overpowering the other. That is going to be Joralia, and it's going to be a miracle if the Selenites are going to be able to take over the Joralians here. Oldenburg has fallen, and the last city standing for the Hardenstein are going to be... It's going to be Yeswa, a city of 130 people and not much else, down in the southwestern corner of the moon. Very small, quaint city in the Antarctic here. We are seeing the first soldiers from Euralia dropping onto the city of Yeswa here, and already we are seeing heavily depopulation of the city. Wait, these aren't Euralians, these guys are from the Selenites. Another ship has been sunk. 3 ships have been sunk in the port of Yeswa. Very devastating loss for the Hardenstein. And from the look of things, it seems that the entire world is converging into this small little town to end campaign on the Hardenstein here. Man, that ship has just been built and you guys are already destroying it. Come on. Give that ship a chance. Give that boat a chance, please. And the Hardenstein, the Kingdom Hardenstein has been completely destroyed, with Yeswa being taken over by the Selenites, creating an exclave. Interesting situation. Indeed. And now we have 2 kingdoms left, Euralia and the Selenites. Well, these two are probably not gonna play nice with each other. Let's see who will come out on top. Probably a Uralian, as they are almost more than double the size of the Selenites. I'll just leave the game running here. Currently, we still have some maybe 30 minutes left on our time. Let's hope that these two kingdoms are going to come into conflicts in the near future. I just need to pause this a little bit and see if my prediction will be correct. Alright, well, they do kind of hate each other. Kind of. Let's put it back on to the speed 40 again. Well, I will be seeing you guys in a little bit of a moment here. I just gonna need to like stop this for a little bit, stop the recording for a little bit here, and wait for the Selenite and Euralia to come into war. See you guys in a little bit. Okay, after a little bit of a waiting time, Euralian finally declared war on the Selenites. And from the look of things, it seems that there are two branches going forward here. One in the north, one in the south. Although I think the southern one might be the main attacking route here. They're attacking the town that got away from the last war, Yaswa. See, I remember the name. Anyway, in the north here, seems that it seems that the Selenites are choosing to attack Ashwood instead, which is a very peculiar choice, as Ashwood is not exactly the best location to begin the war. After all, it is in the middle of the peninsula here, which is probably a little bit harder to support the invading army. Now, despite the fact that times 40 is a little bit laggy and choppy, we still need to do this because time constraint, and it is somewhat a little bit faster than normal times 5, despite all the lags. But the downside is that we can only observe it from above here in a very incremental moments, kind of like a snapshot. This is what I imagine, spy satellite from the 80s gonna be able to see. It's kind of like sending a picture every 1 second. So imagine you are a satellite operator of like orbiting the moon in the year of 2057 or something. Well, no. Terraforming the moon probably gonna cost us around like 80 years or so. So maybe 2142, because we have like settled colony over here. I feel like here's a little bit of a conversation to break the boredom of this last final war, the courtesy war, basically, because we already know that Euralia is gonna win. So here's the thing, right? I mean, we already have like a lot of technology here on Earth, and it's kind of like wearing us down. It's kind of giving us a lot of like burnout, a lot of tiredness, relating to the technology. You have like TikTok. You have like all the social media kind of grinding people's attention span to like seconds. You have ads everywhere, kind of thing. Maybe if we try to like terraform or maybe like find another planet to live in, perhaps we could limit the amount of technology we're gonna bring into the new habitat. Like say, if I were to be like an android living in the year of 2170 something, and I was planned. I'm kind of like elected as some kind of governor for a new planet habitat. Maybe that's a kind of like here's an idea, right? Like imagine Disneyland but on a planet scale. Like basically a planet that reserves for tourism, medieval tourism. Basically, the entire planet is gonna be locked in a medieval lifestyle. Aside from a few like technology that's gonna keep the climate in check and produce enough food for everyone on the planet. Most technology is gonna be limited. No, there's gonna be no cell phone. There's gonna be no internet for everyone, and I don't know. Maybe it's just a little bit too weird. Maybe it's just a little bit too like what kind of Westworld, I believe it's a show. Yeah, it's kind of a little bit weird Westworld kind of style, or maybe it's a Truman Show kind of style, where the life is kind of fake, but the people born onto that planet will probably not know the truth that we have a galaxy-spanning civilization that's capable of doing a lot of things, and they just think that they're on like a medieval kind of planet, having like kings and like doing farm and stuff. Obviously it's not gonna be as oppressive because most of the thing is just gonna be theatric, but the common people will probably not get to know the truth. Who knows, right? It sounds a lot like fiction, but a lot of fiction things have become reality already. So I can't know for sure unless if I jack myself into a computer and save my brain data for the year of 2100 and something, and and kind of like it's kind of like the plot of Soma. The guy basically get a brain scan and has his brain kind of inserted into a robot, and then he still thinks that he's a person, but he's not. He's a robot. Then again, it's a different philosophical question altogether. Anyway, back to the game here. We can see that even though the city of Yaswa has yet to be taken over, there has already been a lot of progress here in the western side, and even the northern side as well. So I have no idea what the city of Yaswa has for its advantage, but never mind. It has been taken over. Alright, continuing on with that little topic that I have just discussed. What if, what if we are living in kind of a Truman Show reality? Let's float around the conspiracy, the idea that we are in kind of like a zoo hypothesis at the moment, you know. But instead of a zoo, it's more like a Truman Show kind of deal. Like the planet and everything that has been developed is kind of okay. It's kind of like, you know, the history is correct, but it is a planned. It is a planned evolution, right? The entire human civilization has been guided to become like a little game show, like a little reality TV show for aliens. And the fact that the aliens kind of showing up on our planet from time to time, you know, interviewing with several people, taking some people on their spaceship. It might just be for freaking millennial. No, not millennial. What is the word? Millennium spanning civilization reality TV show, you know. And everything has been orchestrated so that the aliens can have the best rating for their TV show, and you know, they can get the funny haha moment every day. And all the UFO tic tac are just like cameras setting up on the sky here to watch over our little monkey civilization in action, you know. I mean, why wouldn't you do that if you have the power to traverse the the galaxy and terraform any planet you wish to, you know? Maybe it's gonna be fun to like just experiment a bit, kind of like playing spores. But instead of playing spores, you are playing with actual planets, which I guess would be fun. But then again, since we really don't have any concrete evidence of you know, alien doing some funny business in the galaxy, it just like, you know, it's just a kind of hypothesis that has really no bearing that I've just proposed. But you know, I consider that that might become a reality once human become like a galaxy-spanning civilization. Because look at what we are really doing right now. We're creating video games that are basically just simulation of worlds that has rules set, that has you know, resemblance to our world, but it's kind of locked into some kind of like era that resembles the thing that we kind of want to see. You know, we have Sims, The Sims. We have, of course, we have WorldBox here. We have HOI, Heart of Iron 4. We have, you know, Civilization, the game. We have Age of Empires, all that kind of stuff. All of these stuff are like simulation that is either macro or micro in a way that resembles our real life, but you know, is kind of contained in a simulation, and therefore we just really don't feel very much you know, actual emotion over things that happens in the video games. Maybe the same could be said for the aliens. They are just seeing us as simulations, and they really don't care if we destroy ourselves or, you know, do something kind of weird like you know, sending spaceship to I guess investigate if there are any other people out there in the galaxy. They just kind of like, these freaking idiots. We are sitting right above you, and you guys can't even see us. And now you try to find some civilization, some, you know, light years away. Come on, these fools. All right. Well, back to the game now. We can see that Euralia is steadily moving forward into the territory of Selenice, both in the southern and the northern front. And we look over to the war statistic here. The war has been raging on for 7 years, killed 2,568 people, and it seems to me that Euralia is still having the 5-to-1 ratio, at least in terms of you know, combat-ready troops. Alright, back to the game here. Now, for the look of things, it seems that the Uralians are creating kind of a pincer attack here, and it's gonna converge into the Selenice capital of what is that city called? Saint John. Roxanne currently sitting at 59%. Maybe I'm just gonna leave it at the city map here. Roxanne's currently sitting at 62%, Everest 72, Etipama's 27%. Alright. Seems to be quite a straightforward war here. Of course, I'm still continuing it despite the fact that we have already kind of know the what do you call it? Result of this conflict. Evron has been taken over. Next will be Etipama and Roxane. Tika Ulina Niwasen Iovo is going to be the next target in the south, and in the north here we have the city of what is this? Isawork. Can't exactly observe it quite well. Alright, Roxane has been taken over. That is the older capital of a different kingdom altogether. I believe that used to be the capital of the Lunar kingdom, but that has been out of the question. That kingdom has been, reduced to ash, to memory, to history, for quite some time now. Etipama is about to fall, and the northern troops still had yet to move into the city of Isaur, but we do see some combat happening in the border between the two cities. Etipama has been taken over. Okay. Steadily moving forward here. It seems that they are going towards Tika first, instead of taking over Ulina. I'm gonna let the game running a little bit here, and yeah, see you guys around once Saint John has been knocked on the door by the Uralians. Okay, how are we doing? It seems that the war is about to come to an end here. Igina and Isawar has been taken over. The city of Iowa has also been taken over as well. New Washington is about to be falling. We only have Whitby, Nictario, St. John, and Vincent. Relatively in kind of safe situation at the moment. So yeah, I guess we'll let the game run for a little bit longer. Although this is a little bit too much for a little bit overtime here, but I guess I'll just have to like continue because there's no way I'm gonna drag this into this fifth episode. Okay, no way. Alright, I am back here, and we are about to enter the end game. Well, the actual end game here. After St. John being knocked by the, being invaded by the Joralian here. A weak base is about to change side here. There we go. Hang on, let's hold up. There we go. Okay, now I can freely move across the map. It seems that Nectario is currently suffering from a lot of casualties. Lots of buildings has been destroyed, from what I can see here. Oh, okay. Well, whoever this person is, he's going to eat up a lot of that critical damage. Nectario sitting at 94%, 95, and gone. Okay. Well, Vincent and St. John are next, and the last city to stand is probably gonna be the corner city of Oroto. St. John at 88%. 91, 95, 97, 98, and 100. St. John has fallen. Next will be Vincent. And Vincent has fallen. Next will be Oroto. The last but not least. Alright, I'm just gonna wait for Oroto to fall here. Just the last city. Joralia's king is actually planning a peace treaty. I think it's a little bit excessive. I mean, at this point, just take over the last city of the enemy. Okay, no need for peace treaty or whatever. I mean, these guys, they aren't going to be able to fight back. Look at this. The main population is like small kids. They are like 5 dudes who actually knows how to operate a gun. Although I do like this bridge crossing the little lake here. Kind of nice. But that really doesn't matter because right now it is gonna be attack here. Or at least it should be. Speed it up to 40. And let's hope that we can see the end very quickly here. Troops are converging into 1 point. The lag is kind of stopping me from actually doing anything. Man, this is... Slow it down, please. There we go, times 5. Oh, they have elected a new king in Selenites. Well, in the last city of Selenites. Although I doubt his survivability. Here we go, we can see that the troops are already here. The king has taken his first shot. And he has received an arrow to the knee. But that probably wouldn't deter him unless he get killed immediately here. %. Alright, the percentage is going up, which is expected behavior. And King Emona has been killed immediately. Killed by rifle. 11, 12, 13. And counting up. Man, if only this game has some kind of like lag prevention problem, you know? Maybe reduce the simulation a little bit for when you have like more than 1,000 people. Then again, it is my fault for using the cheat set that is like incorporated into this button here, the debug button. So this is mainly my fault for using those kind of cheat and causing a population boom in the world, thus creating the lag problem. City of Orado is about to fall here. It is sitting at 66% now, and there's really not much else to say. 73, 74, 75. And it is over. The War of Iron has ended with the Selenite being completely destroyed. This has been the longest WorldBox World Domination episode ever, with 3 parts, separated into 3 parts here. But we have finally reached the end, with the Kingdom Euralia being the winner here. Finally. Congratulations to Euralia. They have done pretty well, completely eradicating any sort of resistance, destroying enemy kingdoms, and reserve to become the world dominator on the lunar surface. But that is going to be it for this episode today. Hope you guys enjoy it. You do leave a like, subscribe if you want to see more WorldBox World Domination, and I promise that next time the episode will not be as long and will not be separated into many parts, okay? See you in the next episode. Bye.